Good morning, my friends. Happy Wednesday. Here we are, back around. How quickly can time possibly go? I think it goes faster and faster all the time. Good morning, Allie. Essential Expressions. Hi, Rosemary. Hi, Gail. How are you guys? Hope everything is going well. I think I'm ready. I've had a crazy week. I feel like they're all crazy, aren't they? I always just was thinking about that. I feel like I never have time to do things, but then when something important comes up, somehow you find the time to do it. Like, good morning, Ellen. Hi, Gabby. Hi, Laura. Hi, Nancy. So our cat Otis has not been feeling well at all. He's been sick and not eating, so we took him to the vet yesterday, and he had to do an overnighter last night, so we're hoping he's okay. It's like in the midst of a crazy day yesterday. I had to stop and run him to the vets, and I'm sure he misses us, but hopefully all will be well. It is a beautiful morning. I'm excited to paint, as I always am. I'm so blessed to be able to get up in the morning and do this as the start of every day, because it's better than meditation. If I could meditate, do yoga, and paint every morning, if I could, I will. There will be a day where that will happen, because when I retire from my real job, that's what my plan is, to do that every single morning. Thank you, Allie. Yeah, I think he's going to be okay. I thought for sure he ingested 8 yarn or something, but they think it's pancreas or liver or something, but hopefully they'll get him on track. How are you doing? How was your night? It was good. Happy thoughts and healing. Thank you. Thanks, Michael. Poor Otis. I know, and he's such a sweetheart. They said for something like that's something that they look for in older cats or something. I'm like, I always forget he's an older cat. He's such a kitten. Yeah, I hope I stay young like he does. Okay, let me turn this around. I thought, oh shoot, gosh, my brain's not even working. Oh, here it is. I can't even see it. Oh, I have this big white canvas behind me because I'm starting a new large painting. And this is one of the photos I took at market. That's pretty fun to... Can you see that? I feel like it's a little wonky. It's okay, right? It's okay. So how is everyone? Enough about Otis. Oops. My necklace got on having my coffee. Thank you. So, okay, let me get on task here. So we are busy today. My work's been busy. I'm working on a project, and I also have, we're taking Izzy for a college visit, she and her friend. So I've got to be packed and ready to go do that. So we are headed to Pittsburgh later today, but I have a lot I've got to accomplish before that time comes. But it is all good. Well, and hopefully we'll hear that Otis is okay too. That's another piece of the puzzle. But I have a friend who could help with him if he comes home and needs help. Oh, the grid lines. This is an app called Grid Hashtag. It's as simple as that, Grid Hashtag. There are some other apps like this that I've tried, but I like this one the best. Some other ones, I can't remember what I didn't like about the other ones, but I don't know if it's just, creature of habit kind of thing too. Sometimes when you get used to using one and you try another one, unless you keep trying it, you're like, nah, I'm going back to what I know. I do that with a lot of things, comfort level. So I took this photo on this past Saturday at market of these sunflowers. They're so pretty. I'm going to there's a little one peeking out up here. I think I'm going to make that a little bit more dominant. I was working on my crop last night, and I felt like that one needed to be a little more dominant to kind of keep your eye in this circle going around, sort of, if you know what I mean. Visually, it needed it. Hi, Corinne. How are you? I've been painting some of your birds. Thank you for sharing them with me. I'm doing my bird calendar. I always try to get ahead of the game so that I'm not doing a million things over the holidays and trying to squeeze it all in at the last minute. So I'm working on my calendar that I do every year. But somehow, no matter how early I begin, I still get behind. Like I already feel like I'm not quite keeping up with all of it, but that's okay. It's okay. It all gets done in its own good time. I always have to remind myself that when I wake up in the middle of the night in a panic that I'm not getting enough done. It's a terrible feeling. Yes, Corinne's photos are gorgeous. So what else am I working on? Good morning, Dee. How are you? I love seeing your bird. I don't know. I meant to write that when I saw one of your posts. I missed your birds. And I'm so happy that they are back. The one I bought from you, I still haven't gotten framed. But right now I'm kind of in a framing frenzy for the art show that's coming up. So I have to take that over to my framer and get that framed too. Need to have that in my home to look at every day. So I need a little bit more sap green. I'm growing Instagram. Oh, it's just a long, slow climb, I would say. It takes a long time, and it's like posting every day and kind of building relationships and getting to know people. It really is fun. I've made so many friends on my Instagram journey. I mean, it sounds like such a crazy thing, but it really is great. I've met so many people that I would have never known if we didn't have this crazy thing called Instagram. But yeah, growing your audience it just takes time. It's just being patient and consistent and all those things. Let's see, this is green in here. I think I'm going to do a little bit more kind of fun blues and stuff in here too to keep this a little dynamic. But that's what I've really been working on, is adding spontaneous color too. I always say that and I try to do it, but I didn't mean to get that color. Sorry, wait a minute. Really want to explore greens. I think in our Inspiring Art Collective, this next session, I want to explore greens. It's something I want to learn and play around with. So I think that would be fun. Update us on what's happening. Oh, okay, Judy. Right. Thank you. We were thinking the exact same thing. So yes, that's my next goal. One of my big things for Inspiring Art, I need to figure out how to be able to film myself without Isabel, because she's going off to college. And when I film myself now, this works because I'm not showing you like all the colors I'm dipping into. You're not, you know what I mean? You're only seeing one view. I need to be able to film two views at the same time. Oh, Caroline, at this stage, I'm using this product. It's called Zested Clear Painting Medium. Yeah, I love seeing the colors. Like this very much looks like watercolor at this stage of the painting, and I love it. Love it, love it. But yes, in Inspiring Art, my plan is to explore greens next. That's something I've really been wanting to do. I do like these browns. I'm learning to embrace browns more and more. See a little purple in there too. Nothing better than purple and yellow, right? That's gonna run. I'm just gonna dab that. I just know it's gonna run. We need more positives like you. Yes, Nancy, all positive. You are right. Positive and fun. Talk with Shelby about how she does split screen for filming. Okay, Laura, I will do that. That's a really good idea. Because, yes, I will ask her about that. So she's figured that out, huh? I need to do that. And soon, because I won't have Isabel anymore to do this for me. It's like one of those things that I want to learn it, and I dive into my work day and then I get caught up in that, and by the end of the day I haven't solved any of the other problems. I don't need to put too much definition in here. A little blue maybe at the top. Very chilly New Zealand. Oh my gosh, it is so not chilly here. Yes, Mickey, that's what I have to be able to do, is be able to have my palette. I was thinking even until I figure out how to do that, I could get one of those palettes that you put up beside your palette, mix the colors on my palette and then put that up beside me. But then I decided that would be kind of not really solving the problem and just band-aiding it. Not a good thing to do. Just got to figure it out. There's some green showing in here, but I don't want to put too many of them in right away. I can do that later. I think that's a good start. Oh, Dee, she's going to Duquesne. So that's very exciting, although it's far. It's a long ride from here, because you've come here. Where do you live in Pittsburgh? Okay, I'm going to do my pigment sticks. I got this one out. I don't use this very often. It's Indian yellow, and I accidentally ordered this great big one, but it does the trick. It's already kind of cleaned the film off of it. But this is a great painting to have some of that pigment showing. And I have my gold, my trusty. Oh, Michael, are you in Pittsburgh too? Are you near Duquesne? Yeah, we'll be there today. I'll have to ask you guys where we should eat when we come there.
Too late, we're going to Bakersfield.
Well, we'll go there other times, I'm sure. Bakersfield. We're going to Bakersfield for dinner tonight. Yes, these are also oil. Oh, Dee says, I worked in the president's office there. The president was in our wedding, Harry's best friend. Oh, isn't that cool?
Great.
That's wonderful. Yeah, it's a beautiful school. My husband hasn't been there yet. We went on a tour. I went with a friend. One of Isabel's good friends from high school is also going. So we went up in this
We do real painting.
fall. Real painting? All right.
Yeah.
Okay. Husband's going to do real painting at the office. We're selling my office. Sheila from England here. Glad you decided to get the browns you hadn't really used before. So it looks like you bought some umber siennas and yellow ochre. Michael says, I'm like 15 minutes from the city. If you ever need recommendations. Oh, I will. I will definitely ask you guys for recommendations, because I'm sure, of course, my son went to Lehigh, and I always thought that like we do all these things there, when we dropped him off to college. And he ended up being on the crew team, and we were very busy with that because we came like the team parents or whatever. But I never even got to eat in their cool cafeteria. Like, I don't know, I feel like the 4 years of college go faster than any other years of parenting. And I don't know why that. I think it's because they're home so infrequently that the time seems to fly. You think you see them like, 6 times in the year, and then all of a sudden they graduate. I don't know. Good morning, Dawn. Oh, good, Dee. I'm glad. That makes me feel good that you're there. And yes, I do need to use my browns more. I need to embrace my browns. I think that's a good start. Maybe I will do a little bit more. A little bit with this darker. Just in hopes of it showing through in the end. That's a fun beginning. Okay. Judy, I do too. It's this malachite green. Is this the one you mean? I have a lighter one too that I think I didn't even use. But malachite green, and this is, I bought some of these for when I do my class. This one is phthalo green pale. That's also pretty. I have some nice new tubes. It's hard not to break into those and save them for my workshop. Okay, that's good. All right, now I'm gonna scoot you guys down here while I mix colors. Oh, I went antiquing a little bit. We went for a bike ride on Sunday because we had time, and I bought these two. I love keeping my paints in these compote bowls, and I got this new one, and this is a new one also. So I have one over here, my big one that has my yellows and greens, and then this bowl has like the colors that are like neutral, like that I mix with. Now I'm putting my whites in this little one, and I have, these are the colors that I always use. So when I'm always looking for one of my basic colors, now I have them in one place. How brilliant and organized is that? And then I have my like pink tint colors, and then my reds, yellows, and oranges over there. So it's nice because it keeps it all up off my table too. But I love compote bowls. So it's fun going in the antique shops. Something I haven't done in a long time. But we did a 26-mile bike ride and then went to lunch and did that. Like, it was just nice having a day. And I painted in the morning, so I don't know that there could be a better day than that. Wait, my little quad here. Let me have a sip of my coffee. What's everybody having today, coffee or tea? Or Diet Coke like my husband. Let's see. I'm putting this big tube of stuff away. Okay. And my palette knife. Easy to put away. Yes. Oil pastels. Yes, they are. They're oil. They're called RNF pigment sticks. Coffee. Yeah, I need a little more of my coffee. Coffee and a muffin. That sounds good. I keep forgetting to eat breakfast. Oh, I do need some browns. I did get an ochre, pale gold. I don't know where it is though today. I need to keep my browns somewhere. Yeah, Anita, I feel like my table's too small too, but I shouldn't complain, right? Oh, how about this? How about asphalt? Asphaltum's a fun brown. I'll put that up here. Oh, right, Judy. Yeah, they're not quite the same. Oil pastels are waxier, and the RNF pigment sticks are oilier. So I think they say that regular oil pastels don't ever dry. Push bike or motorbike? Oh, push bike. Yeah, I guess that's what that's called, a push bike. Yes, I was on a push bike. Not a motorbike. I do. No, wait, I know I bought an ochre. Now, where do you think I put that? How could I already not know where that is? You would think with more bins, I'd be more organized. It's my one that doesn't have, oh, here it is. This is my ochre. I need a little bit of this gold ochre, but it doesn't have, like, the color thing fell off already. Coffee with almond milk. I'm out of half and half. Oh, hate when that happens, Karen. Hate when I run out of half and half. Doesn't happen here very often. One thing I kind of always have. A little orange in there. Been using orange a little bit more too. Turpentine over oil pastels, and they do dry. Oh, good. Turpentine over top. So you paint with them and then you add turpentine. Is that what you're saying? I don't do oil pastels. I have some because they're pretty, but I don't really ever use them. Are you guys like me? Do you buy art supplies because they're pretty? I certainly do. I buy things I don't even need because I like the color of it. That's good for that inside. I think I need that to go just a little green. A little green into that. All right, that's good. Soft and airy. Oh, okay. I'll have to try that. Can use cold wax over gesso board. Yes, Allie. You know, I've been playing around with cold wax. And I've mostly been doing it on, I'm trying to think if I have anything here in my studio to show you. I've been doing it mostly on paper. But I did do, for the art show that I have coming up, I did a big paintbrush, and I love it. And it's on the ampersand board, and I want to put cold wax over top of it. And I haven't yet. I really should take another painting and do it on that first. That's one of the crazy things about me. I'll like just dive into the real thing and mess it up without being cautious first. I do throw caution to the wind when it comes to art, that's for sure. All right, I need a little bit more titanium buff. Any pretty art supplies? My husband calls me Shined. Thank you so much for teaching. Can you please do acrylic paint sometime? Yes. Shiny like a raccoon. So you don't mix your cold wax with your paints? No, not yet. I want to do that. I just haven't had the chance to play with doing that. That's on my goal list of exploring. I've mostly been doing it over top of a painting. And not for any reason, just that I don't have time. Like I think this has cold wax. I don't even know if you can see it. It does give a nice, like, kind of shine to it. I put the cold wax over top and then buff it with like those blue towels from the hardware store. When cold wax painting is dry, you can, yes, that's what I was trying to do with this. You can kind of see it. So it's not, I really like how it looks. Whoops, I'm dropping everything on the floor. Sorry. Okay. And I did do one on a board. Like I mounted my painting onto a panel and then I put cold wax on it. And that looks really pretty to seal it. But I would like to put cold wax. I guess I could mix cold wax into this right now, but I feel like I'll run out of time if I start playing too much. True artists who are always full of passions. Yes, yeah, it's hard to figure out which passions to really pay attention to, isn't it? I want to do so many things. I think this is a Viridian green. It's cool. I think I'm going to add some lemon yellow into it. I want to have a variety of greens. And I feel like, well, I'll keep that bright and then maybe I'll do a little bit of it. I'll make it neutral and I'll tie a little bit of red to it. Said, I love watching you paint these small flowers. Thank you. Where can I get inexpensive frames to display my paintings? There's a website called Frame Bridge where you can get nice frames that aren't terribly expensive. Or like at Michael's or something too. But you have to make sure you paint things that are standard sizes so that works. That's the point of brush the turpentine over top of oil pastels to thin it out and blend after that. Okay, usually background technique. Oh, okay. And then you oil paint on top of that. So, yeah, I like that idea. Oh, I haven't experimented with very many things, Corinne, but I've been buffing it with these blue towels like that you get at Home Depot. And only because we were working on my son's house and we were at Home Depot and I always wanted to try them and I bought them and I had them here. So that's how that began. But it works well. I always want to try theirs. Also, like I use Viva paper towels to keep my brush clean, and I love them. But sometimes, like, do you ever go to a really nice upscale restaurant and they have those really nice paper towels in the bathroom that feel like fabric almost? Like, I'd love to get some of those. Do you know the ones I'm talking about? I always think I'm the only crazy person that goes in and into a bathroom and thinks about what kind of paper towels they have. But I'm sure I am not the only one. Isn't that fun? Okay, and now I have kind of browns. I think that's a good start. Gold and silver on sale every other week. Oh, good, Judy. I've still never been in a Hobby Lobby. Caroline, I think you can use cold wax. You can, a lot of people use cold wax with, like mixed media. So I think you can use it with anything. Am I right, you guys who know more than I do? Okay, let me go back up here. Oh, I have to move this little arm thing out of my way. See, won't it be nice if I figure out how to film and not do this? Although I like how easy this is, honestly. Like getting up in the morning and doing this with you guys, it's not hard to do. There's nothing challenging. Like to have things sometimes that aren't a lot of work. Wondering the brand of cold wax. Wanting to try watercolor if that's the same thing they're using. I don't know. You could try it on watercolor. I'll show you the brand I've been using is, I have a little tiny one here somewhere. I have this. This is the Gamblin. And I have a bigger thing of it. It's the exact same kind. Gamblin Cold Wax Medium. Yes. Believe what catches your eye. Yes, absolutely. I know I can get inspired by the craziest things. And distracted. Endlessly distracted by beautiful things. I know I wrote a blog post last week about my dad, and he was pretty much a stickler for things being in their place and being neat and tidy and all these things that he really did his best to instill in me. To his dismay, it really didn't work. And I said, I don't even notice dirt. Like, I'm so busy looking at other things that if a house is dirty, my husband will say that to me. I'm like, I didn't even see that spider web. There's too many other fun things to look at. Waterproofing beeswax. Waterproofing works really well. Waterproofing beeswax. As a coat over top of your painting. Is that what you're saying? I gotta get on task here. It's already 8:30. How did that happen? A little bit of blue in here. Waterproofing beeswax. Okay. So does everybody want to say where they're from? I have to think about carving this one out a little bit here. At this stage of the painting, how do you avoid making mud with wet into wet? I would say a lot of not making mud is not overworking it. So I'm really using my brush very lightly. Like if you notice, like I'm kind of using the side of it, depending how much paint I have on. Like, see, that's all the paint that I have on my brush. So not a lot of paint. And I try to be intentional with what I'm doing with my brush so that I'm not going in and like smearing things around. Oh, I have a glare on there. And practice, I guess, is a big part of it also. blue up in there is pretty. I remember being at a posh dinner dance evening and fun. It was disco themed. You should have seen me trying to smuggle out a large glitter ball. Oh, that sounds fun. Smuggling them out. No one would notice that. Corinne's from, oh, Corinne, I don't know if I realized you were in Washington, D.C. I have a niece and two of my nieces live down there. I haven't been to visit them for a little while, but they live in, one lives in Arlington and one lives in, oh gosh, Reston, I forget now. Mississippi, Lake near Ottawa, Canada. Gail's from New Jersey. I was just in Cape May not long ago. My husband's from New Jersey. Now I want to let some of these bright colors shine through too. I don't want to cover them all. My daughter and husband are in Arlington and we go to church in Burke. Oh, it is a small world. Wisconsin, go Bucks. Wisconsin. All right, I'm trying to think what I need to do. I need to put in a few more dark greens. Yes, I love Cape May too. I love it. It is a great place. Ditto Patty's question about the oil sticks. Did I answer the question about the oil sticks? Did I miss something? Yeah, tell me, you guys, if I missed something. I think that's the sign back there to this. This is from Central Market, so that's the sign for the flower stand, I think, that I see in the background. I don't need to have that in there, but it's okay. I like the little hints of, like, if you take your photos with portrait mode, I do love, like, the little hints of things showing through in the end. I do feel like there's purple in there too. Do I have a little more purple? I need a little purple. Okay. Oh. Brussels, Wisconsin. Patty says, Kim, the question was, do you use oil sticks just because they're fun and different as opposed to brush, or is it another purpose? No, that's why. Patty, I think I do most things just because it's fun. In all honesty. Yeah, no, I just love that, like, that adds that texture and the color. And then in the end, when that shows through, I love it. Like when little bits of that spontaneous layer peek through in the end, it's just kind of magical. So yeah, I would say fun. And fun wins out for me over anything else usually. Especially in art. Should be fun, or why do it, right? And art is one of those, one of those things. It is the thing for me that, like, when I wake up in the morning and I know that this is what I've got to do is come into my studio and paint, I am happy. I could not wish for anything to make me happier in the morning. Well, and a cup of coffee, of course. I just joined. My first thought is definition on the petals. Yep. I try really hard to wait till the very end to pull it together like that. I think maybe that's one of the ways I keep it from getting too muddy also. So I want to do all like the little definition of things in the background first and try and hold off and not do like those light things that pull it together till the very end. I can't say I always do that, but that is my goal. Dark in here and in here. And I go from dark to light. And I like how like a little bit of that looks kind of watercolory in there too. Creativity is intelligence having fun. Oh, I love that, Chris. Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe I'll work on this one up here a little bit. Oh, Denny, I do just on Wednesdays. I paint live Wednesday mornings before I start my day. I seem to have developed a cough and sore throat. Is it the chemicals, do you think? Well, I hope not. But I do have, I haven't been feeling well. I guess I need to go to the doctor. It's not something I'm very good at doing. I don't use that much chemical though. I mean, I know there's some in the paints, but I don't use like turpentine. I try not to use any of the chemicals that are really bad for you. Like I don't even have turpentine. Oh, Caroline, this is a size 12 brush that I'm using. This is the 8. And it's the 12. They're my two favorite sizes. Well, I say that loosely because they're just the two I have. I don't have any other sizes, I don't think. I think that's enough of a hint of that one up there. I'll work on some of these down here. Oh, is it nylon? I don't know. It's the Rosemary and Company Eclipse Short Flat, but I don't know what it's made of. It's my favorite brush. I don't have a favorite child, but I do have a favorite paintbrush. Yes, painting will make me better. Yes, I am a little run down. I think that is true. And I have vacation coming up too in a couple of weeks. Not this week, but next. So hopefully I'll get to rest a little bit while I'm on vacation. I always go with the intention of getting a lot of things done because it's my time when I can think, and have time to myself. But, I also need to rest and come back recharged and ready to launch my course again and all of the things. Because fall is coming quickly. Summer is my favorite. I hope that I need to get that, push that back there. Oh, did she have that on? Shelby had my channel. I didn't know that. Oh, that's so fun. I should see if I can hear that. Yeah, Shelby's a friend of mine. That was fun talking to her. Doesn't look like bristle to me. Yeah, it's soft, so maybe it is synthetic. Do you paint when you're on vacation? Well, I always want to. I don't always have time, but I treated myself and got a new a sketchbook. And I didn't paint in it yet, but I am going to take it with me. I don't take oil paints with me because it's just too much to do. I think I did one year. It's a lot to pack up when I may not get it out, but I got this fun, what's this called? I can't remember what this is called, but I got this new, it's square pages, and all I did was like gessoed a little corner in there. Oh, it's called a handbook journal, and they're actually watercolor pages. So I think I'll probably take watercolors and some acrylics with me, and hopefully have time to paint. I think I just got paint on the outside of that. It's not like it matters because I'll get a lot more. Shelby who? Oh, Ellen, it's Shelby Dillon. Oh, here, I'm missing stuff. Sorry, I missed the past few weeks. I missed you. Oh, good. I'm glad you're here, Jane. Yeah, it's Shelby Dillon. And I'm not sure how to find the chat. She has a membership, so I don't know if it's inside of her membership or who heard it. No, wait. Do you know where it is? Oh, Kate. Is it in her membership or is it on in her Facebook group? I can ask her too. It was just a casual chat. She does a thing there called fireside chats, and we just talked about all kinds. I don't even remember what we talked about. We filmed it a little while ago, but it was fun. All right, I need to pay attention here. 43. I'm doing all right on time, though. Inside of her membership. Oh, okay. Oh, thank you, Laura. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed it. I need some lighter pinks. Oh, I ran out of paper towels now. Okay. I do love these mix of colors. I love the greens. I have to look to see if there are some spots. Or it was not sure if out of the group. Oh, okay. So it wasn't in her Facebook page. Sorry, I'm thinking here a little bit. I want to make sure I don't have like too much. Although I should just let white show on the edge. I don't really mind them. The more kind of spontaneous and fun it is, the more I like it. And then I find myself like following the rules and thinking that I need to make sure every square inch is covered or whatever. And I don't want to. It's like that dance between doing what you want to do and doing what you think you should do. And with art, it doesn't matter. You just do what you want to do. But I do forget that. I forget it constantly. And when I do these, like this part of it, when I'm adding in the brush strokes at the end, I really kind of have to think about, what I'm doing. Because you don't want to just randomly put strokes in. You want to really think about it. So I kind of start out spontaneous, and then I get more thoughtful as I go along. I always have a sore throat in the morning. After a year of tests and consultations, the diet was, sleep with your mouth open. Well, that's not bad, right? Huh. That is not bad at all. As long as everything's well, you're healthy, that's all that matters, right? Go ahead and sleep with your mouth open. I think my problem is I really don't sleep much. It is fun seeing it come together. It's my favorite part of the process too. And you have to be patient. Like you have to start and have all the fun and be spontaneous, but you can't go in and add all the finishing touches until the end or it gets muddy. That's what I find. I feel like this needs to be, it's a little too short. And I like those colors, like that bright orange peeking through in there. Oh, Tamara, I just, in the beginning of my painting, I used the Zestic clear painting medium. And then I don't use any medium at all. So right now I'm just painting with paint right out of the tube that I mixed. So no turpentine. Every now and then, like if I'm working on a large painting, I will use this, I have liquid. That helps it dry more quickly. And I use, this is Arches oil paper. I kind of started using this, playing around with, because I love the texture. I love that it feels a little bit like watercolor paper. But then with COVID, now I can't seem to get my panels that I used to paint on. So it kind of worked out timing-wise perfectly, because at least these, I can get this and cut them to whatever size I want. Hopefully I'll still be able to get panels. I don't know how long it'll be until we can get supplies again as like we used to. How do you clean? Oh, Irma, I put them in Murphy's oil soap when I'm finished painting. And then, do I have it here? Then when I have time to go back in and clean my brushes, I use this product. It's Chelsea Classic Studio Lavender Soap Cleaner. Then I just scooch my brush around in that to clean them. All right, now I need to think about what it needs. It needs definition in this area right here. It's like I totally forgot that. Way the left flower is turned. That right here. Now I'm looking at it in the... Another good thing to do is like when I'm filming, when I look at it in my phone, I see things that I didn't notice. So it's a good thing to check at the end, is to look at it in your phone. Yeah, I try to use a large brush because it keeps your strokes more spontaneous. You can't overwork the details when you have a huge brush in your hand. Like even getting these little bits like this are hard with the big brush. I could use a smaller one. I might need one in here because I need this to feel like it's in shadow. Helped it a little bit. Now I need to think, am I overworking it? What's the name of yellow color you're using on the petals? On the far left. Over here. I'm using, I need more, I'm using titanium white and lemon yellow on that one. And I need a little bit more white, because I need to pull a couple more white areas, and I think I'm pretty close to finished. I'm going to look at a little bit in my phone. Look at what you're seeing. Whoops, I have a bristle showing there. Let me see. Any other areas you think I missed? I want to add. That helped that one a little bit, didn't it? I need a little green or something in that. A little purple, and then I might be finished because I feel like I'm going to start kind of overworking it. Because that's the worst. That's when you're going in there and you're doing brush strokes and doing things without doing it intentionally or really thinking about it. That's when it all goes south very quickly. Captures summer. Oh, I love that. Well, thank you, Nancy. Holly, I don't know this. It's just the regular iPad. It's old. I've had it forever. I don't know. I guess I could measure it. Do they come in? I guess they do come in. We're actually, Isabel needs one for school, so we were looking into that. My iPad is close to the 6x7 size, so my iPad is like 7 by 9. I love how touch of blue to the background just jumped on. Yes. Right. See anything else I need? Should I pull the tape off? Do you want to watch the reveal? I love doing that. I think I love putting the tape on. I don't even need it. Like, I like the rough edge. I should do a big painting and let a whole edge exist like that where I don't fuss with it. But, yeah, I don't even know what I was talking about. Oh, my goodness. It's because I'm still looking at it and thinking. I have enough time, 53. Okay, I'll do the tape reveal. Yeah, I think I just do the tape because I love to pull it off in the end. It's crazy, right? I don't know, whatever's fun. I'll tape that because when I do this, I always pull the... And I love that it's not a sharp edge, too. I love that it's soft. So when I mount these onto a panel, I always make my painting a little bit larger than the actual 6 by 8 inch so that it goes off the edge. And when you mount it, the whole painting is on there. But if I frame this, I frame it so that some of that rough edge shows. Patty, it's called Artist. It's just Artist tape from... Let me see if I have one here. It's called Artist tape, see, from like Jerry's Artorama. I used to use it in my graphic design days. I say that, and I'm still having my graphic design days, but I used it when I used to do paste up, like on a board, we would use that tape to tape our things down onto our board, and also when we do mechanicals to put the tissue paper over top. I don't know if any of you guys ever did that like me. You probably did. What to use to mount it? Oh, Judy, here, let me turn this around. I use matte medium. I've tried 2 different things. I have a glue that I tried, but I like the matte medium the best. So you matte medium your panel a couple times, and then you put matte medium on the painting, put the panel on there, and then I put books on top and let it sit for like a day or 2 and before I take it off. And I don't think I have a mounted one here to show you. I think they're all in my living room. Oh, Judy, I've been using the Trekell wood panels. And not for any particular reason. I was trying to find some that have the nice edge. I can show you. Well, I can't reach them. No, wait, let me look. Maybe I can. Hold on a minute. Here, I have one here. Oh, okay, there's a mounted one. And here's the panel. So I've been using these. So it has a nice raw edge, and I like that look. And then this is a painting that I did. So this I painted on the paper, and then I mounted it onto the wood panel, and then I put the wax medium over top, and I love the look of it. It's very for lack of a better word, I think it's very sensual looking. That's what I love about it. And this is a favorite of mine. So yeah, I'm having fun experimenting. That's the fun of art, is being able to do that. So I think we're all set. It's 8:56. I hope you guys have a fabulous day and a great rest of your week. And we'll do it again next week. So I will save this. I'll put it on my, how many layers of gesso on the canvas? You mean on the paper before I paint? I think I do like 3, maybe. 2 would be fine. 1, you could try. You could even do it without. You're not supposed to need gesso, but I feel like my paint soaks in too much. So, what wax medium? I use this Gamblin. It's Gamblin cold wax medium. Is that backwards for you? I can't tell. No studio should be without matte medium. Yes, it is good for many things. I agree, Irma. The large canvas. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, on here I'll do 3 coats. 3 coats. I think I'm probably at 3 or 4. So, and I have no idea what's going on here, but I've got to get ready for the Rittenhouse Square Fine Art Show. So that's my next big one, but it's kind of like, it's a weird process where I can't think about it too much, or I get like, what am I going to do? And so I just let it go. It's just a white canvas, and then something will hit me and I'll be like, that's what I want it to be. It could be something I painted small, it could be anything, but at one moment, like, I'll think, that's it, and that's what I'll dive into. So yes, you guys, yes, have a good week. And yes, this will be on my YouTube channel. Go like it and say hello to me on there. And then it also will be on my website with a link. How about the hummingbird? Oh, that would be fun, Ellen. I've never done a bird that large. I should do a hummingbird for my calendar, shouldn't I? Close-ups of my subjects. Corinne, I think I do tend to do that. I think a lot of that has to do with my graphic design background. I just like the styling of it, but not always. Like, I've done a lot of these on paper too that are florals that are more traditional, and I love them also. I just gravitate back to the ones, and I would say a lot of it has to do with how I take my aesthetic when I take photos. That probably is a big piece of it. Cut your paper sizes. Yeah, I cut them down. Thank you. Okay, bye guys. I'll save this. I'll see you soon. Thanks for hanging out with me today. Bye.